John Joseph Xavier Cihon coming at you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And today I'm just going to talk about why I actually think it is important to talk about the Will Smith Oscar slap. A lot of people online have been saying, why are we talking about these rich people doing this? I think it actually is very important, and I'm going to get into that in just a moment. Before I do that, if you haven't yet done so, please slap the like button and subscribe so you can get notified about videos like this in the future if you appreciate this content, so you can stay informed. And as well, there are links to leave a tip if you appreciate this content. Please leave a tip. Any amount that you can do is very welcome. And lastly, I would ask you to please watch this video to the end and comment. Those seem like not big things, but they really do help the channel grow. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. So, the Will Smith Oscar slap, it's been discussed at great length by many people. And something that's come up a lot is, why are we talking about this? Why does it matter? I'm going to tell you why it matters. I live in Pittsburgh. As I noted, today's Easter Sunday. Last night there was a shooting at a party. 11 people were injured and either 2 or 3 people are dead as of right now. That's why it's important. Will Smith is a rich and famous and powerful celebrity. There are almost no consequences if he assaults someone because he feels that he was disrespected. But I can guarantee you, whatever went down at that party, someone felt they were disrespected. Someone felt something, said something, or did something, and they responded with violence. And for most regular people, there are consequences to violence. Now, I believe Will Smith will suffer emotional and spiritual consequences. I believe everyone who would act out in that way will. But there's very tangible consequences for most people. People are dead. Some other people may go to prison because of the incident last night. And we can't teach people that if you're disrespected, if someone says something, it's appropriate to lash out with violence. I posted my last video on my Facebook page, and I was actually amazed at the responses I got. Someone accused me at great length of being an abusive bully by saying that responding with violence is improper. They said the words are the real violence and the physical violence, that's not the real violence. Now, if this was just one nutcase, so be it. But there's a lot of people who believe this, and it's absolutely twisted. We're encouraging people to be violent. And the people doing that, they think they're so enlightened and progressive and understanding. This idea is harming people. It will hurt people. Regular people lose their jobs, mess up relationships, go to the hospital, go to the graveyard, go to jail. That is what happens. And, to pretend that it's not of consequence, it's not of great consequence for Will Smith, quite honestly, which is disappointing. I do think he should have been removed from the building. But all that said, there are consequences for the rest of us. The other thing that I saw people keep saying is, you don't understand what it's like for black people. You don't understand what it's like for black people. Black women specifically. And it was white people who were saying this to me. Enlightened, understanding, tolerant, progressive white people. So, the topic of black hair for women is such a sensitive topic that apparently we don't expect black women to have the ability to control their emotions and not respond with violence if someone makes a mild joke about their hair. So these enlightened people are telling me that black women don't have the level of self-control that we expect from small children in elementary school, which is actually a very demeaning take. We have all these white saviors coming in to speak up for them. And that's not progress. If I view that a certain demographic has less ability to control themselves and therefore I need to make special allowances for them, I would view that demographic as inferior. And I don't view black women as inferior. Therefore, I have the same expectations for them as I have for everyone else. You don't respond to a mild joke with violence. And it's truly distressing to me to see how accepted this is and how people have not thought about the terrible and destructive consequences of normalizing violence. Pittsburgh and every other major city in the United States has experienced a huge spike in murders in the past couple of years, a 30-year high. And most murders are crimes of anger and passion. If we would not tell people it's okay to respond with violence, if we would say, learn to deal with it, maturity is controlling your emotions, if we wouldn't glorify this, then perhaps we wouldn't be in the situation we are. We're absolutely going in the wrong direction in this as a society. I am just utterly shocked. And I was called names on Facebook. I was called an abusive bully. But the reason I made that last video and the reason I'm making this video is because I want people to learn to regulate their emotions. I want people to not respond with violence. And I don't want to support that idea. I don't want to give it any credence whatsoever. It's absolutely disgusting to me, and I can't more unequivocally condemn it. I condemn giving harbor to violence. I condemn the blindness as to what that actually does to society and the direct consequences on people's lives. I condemn the racism in thinking that black women are lesser and don't have the ability to control their emotions. And I don't know what else I can say, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please select the like button and subscribe. If you appreciated this video, there is a link to leave a donation. And after you watched it, go ahead, comment, let me know what you think. Even if you disagree with me, that's okay. I appreciate the feedback, and comments do help the channel grow. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.